Monsieur Cromwell, welcome to France.
Cromwell is here?
He is?
Oh. He's not here. Why are you getting me all worked up like this? He's not due until noon. Don't slump, Louis. You must appear regal.
Is it true that he eats babies?
Ladies? He eats ladies?
No, babies! I dreamt last night that I was at the end of a fork, being lifted into a dark, open mouth. Oh, Grandmama, is Mazarin wise to want this treaty? I mean, this Cromwell executed his own king. They say he's rude, and he's cold, and he's got a big old wart on his head.
Stop badgering me, Louis.
Oh, Grandmama, don't do that.
Oh, I wish your father were alive.
What if Mazarin is wrong? What if he's conspiring with this baby eater?
No. Cardinal Mazarin led us through the revolt of the nobles after your father died. We have to trust him.
Maybe I should just refuse to see Cromwell.
And risk war with England? Exposing our underbelly to Spain? I don't think that would be prudent.
But it's all so complicated.
That's why I am here, sire.
Your Majesties. Cromwell has arrived.
Lord Protector Cromwell, may I present Louis XIV?
Charmed.
Welcome to France, Monsieur Cromwell.
How is your journey, Your Lordship?
Long, hard, and cold.
Oh, so very satisfactory then.
Lord Cromwell, we have provided a most delightful room for you. Perhaps you would like to freshen up.
Soft furnishings make for soft souls. I'll stay with my men in your musketeers' barracks. Now I'd like to discuss the technicalities of the treaty with your Prime Minister.
I'll show you to my office.
I dreamt about him again. This time I was on a baguette. And at first it was snuggly and warm, but suddenly I was lifted in the air, and then I saw the wart, and it had a mouth.
Oh, shame on you. That's rude and unseemly.
Well, I can't help my dreams.
Calm down. You'll sign that silly treaty and he'll go back to his foggy island.
An attempt was made to assassinate me. The scoundrel got away because the musketeer D'Artagnan let him. This D'Artagnan admitted it himself in Captain Duval's presence.
Is this true, Captain?
Yes, sire. But there has to be an explanation.
The only possible one is that he's in league with the assassin.
D'Artagnan must be arrested. I demand it.
Oh, Mother. What's for dinner?
You.
No! You!
Your Majesty. Your Majesty.
Huh? I was having the most wonderful dream. I was standing up to Cromwell's wart. Although he was dressed...
Your Majesty. One of your musketeers, in league with an English traitor, broke D'Artagnan out of prison.
What?
This is an act of treason against you. Now, I implore you to give your signature to this executive mandate to disband the musketeers.
Are you sure this is wise, Mazarin?
A strong sovereign must take control.
What has happened to my musketeers?
They take advantage of a young king, but they've underestimated him. If you would just give your signature...
No! Not yet. I'll talk to Captain Duval before the treaty signing. May I go back to sleep? Please?
I urge you to settle this musketeer matter before Cromwell arrives. It'll show good faith.
Oh, has Cromwell become ruler of France now?
With your musketeers disobeying you, ambitious nobles waiting for you to stumble, Your Majesty, are you ready to take on Cromwell's new model army? Picture those Puritans rampaging through your apartments, passing judgment on all your refined tastes. Madam, I doubt that in exile you'll be allowed to take the contents of your closets. And you, Your Majesty, no disrespect, Cromwell will have you for breakfast.
You've made your point. Send for Captain Duval.
Send for Captain Duval!
Captain Duval, you've served us faithfully for many years. You know I'm fond of you.
Thank you, my lady.
Captain, you've been summoned because your musketeers have been disloyal to the crown.
Your Majesties, I don't know why D'Artagnan acted as he did, nor why Private Lepont conspired with an Englishman to aid in his escape. But there has to be a good reason. Oh, I know my lads are not without their faults. But my lady, they are loyal to the crown, I swear it.
Actions speak louder than words, Captain.
The Lord Protector of England, Oliver Cromwell.
England stands ready to assure peace. But you must redress the injuries that have suffered on your soil.
Surely no insults were intended. Perhaps you'd like an orange or some wine.
If our king were to disband the musketeers, would that suffice?
No, I demand death warrants on the heads of the musketeers, D'Artagnan and Jacques Lepont, and on the English traitor.
We serve that warrant now on Lepont. But first it is my duty to warn you that you are in imminent danger.
Assassin, seize him!
Surrender.
Back off, I'm not the assassin.
He is. But I see you've already gathered that?
Your Majesty, I hand into your custody His Royal Highness King Charles II.
King? King of where?
Of nowhere.
I am the rightful king of England, Scotland, and Wales. Your Highness, by birth, by right, and by the will of my people.
He is my prisoner.
He's our prisoner first. But we hand him over to you, your lordship.
He's the one they've called the traitor. May I ask, Your Majesty, how a king can be a traitor to himself?
Indeed. How could he?
He can't.
Well, of course not. That's absurd. A king.
Yes, Your Majesty. Like yourself.
Do you like hunting?
My hounds are some of the finest in Europe.
Ah, but you should see mine.
I demand you arrest that traitor!
Demand? Go away. Take your peace treaty. I'm not afraid of you.
Colonel Mazarin, your guard assist His Majesty's musketeers in carrying out their sovereign's wish by escorting Monsieur Cromwell from this palace.
You must go back to England.
You'll pay for this.
No. You will. Yet. Brother Laporte, a word.